Hello guys, welcome to Cricket-O-Maniacs. This is me Gautam Bajpai and along with me is Monish Menon. We'll be bringing to you a series of videos about the Champions Trophy, the teams, the various teams participating and their chances. First up, let's discuss about Team India. Monish, how balanced is the current Indian squad?
I think India going to the tournament is one of the favorites. They are the defending champions, and the top performers from last time, Shikhar Dhawan, Ravindra Jadeja, are still part of our team.
Yeah.
Shikhar Dhawan is just coming back. He was dropped from the national team temporarily, but he's back. I think he's a big tournament player. He's got runs previously in big tournaments. Like I said, he was the highest run scorer in the Champions Trophy in 2013. He had a good World Cup. And Ravindra Jadeja is probably one of the best all-rounders in limited overs cricket right now. He can bat, he can bowl, and I think his biggest strength is fielding. He can save at least 15 runs on the field in every single match. So I think we go into the tournament as one of the favorites.
Yeah, and also we've got the world's best batsman at number 3. His captaincy has been applaudable, and we've got Mahendra Singh Dhoni, whose experience can count. Yuvraj Singh, a decent finisher, he's a world-class finisher, and also Kedar Jadhav, who's made an impression to be quite handy with the bat.
Yep, I think, like you said, the contributions of MS Dhoni and Yuvraj Singh in the middle order, you could see that in the series against England, where they got big runs, they stitched together a big partnership after a long time. They turned back the clocks. Kedar Jadhav, I should say, he's been mighty impressive. He was always knocking on the doors of national selection, but he's really elevated himself a level. He's put up consistent performance. Even though Royal Challengers Bangalore didn't do so well in the IPL, I think he had a decent IPL. He kept scoring runs, and I think he deserves his place in the squad.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've got the duo, the spin duo of Ravindra Jadeja and Ravichandran Ashwin. These guys have been picking wickets for fun. Ashwin went on to be the highest wicket taker in a calendar year with 81 wickets, but he had a suffering after suffering from a sports hernia. He'll be back into the national team. How important will his contribution be to Team India?
I think that was a test cricket, but limited overs cricket, Ashwin has always done well. He's good with controlling the runs. He's picking wickets. He picks up wickets at regular intervals. Ravindra Jadeja, like I said, his bowling, he's on the spot. He gets the ball. He hurries up the batsman and then doesn't give the batsman too much chance for a mistake.
Yeah.
What Jadeja brings to the team is much more than his bowling. He feels well, which I think is the biggest plus that he has.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And we've got the pacers, Umesh Yadav, Mohammad Shami, the mighty impressive Jasprit Bumrah, and the dexterous Bhuvaneshwar Kumar. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, especially, I've been a huge fan of him and Jasprit Bumrah as well, because these guys can vary their pace, bowl the toe crushing Yorkers at will, especially Jasprit Bumrah, and also Bhuvaneshwar Kumar has the ability to swing the ball both ways. How effective will these two guys be with the team getting or the team progressing in the tournament?
I think for the first time in a world tournament, India go into the tournament with the best bowling attack. The quartet that you just mentioned, I think each of them can get into any national squad at the moment.
Yeah.
One of them will have to sit out, unfortunately, but I think the depth will help us as we progress in the tournament. Bhuvi and Bumrah have been mighty impressive. You could see that even in the IPL where they were very economical, where team was going at 8 and over, 9 and over, and they were just conceding 6 and over.
Absolutely.
So I think they are very crucial to India's chances, and I think our bowling, batting, the middle order, and Shikhar Dhawan and Rohit Sharma at the top of the order will get us through.
Yeah, that's a combination. That's our 11 for the Champions Trophy. Coming to the fixtures, we play Pakistan on the 4th of June. We play Sri Lanka on the 8th of June, and we play South Africa on the 11th. We've only Australia has managed to defend the title, the Champions Trophy. Will India do it?
They have a good chance. I think they are placed in a pretty good group. I think Pakistan, they have a new look squad. Don't have enough exposure in the English conditions where I think India's experience should help them to beat Pakistan. Sri Lanka probably going to the tournament as the weakest of the 8 teams. So I think we should have an easy game there. South Africa are always a tough opponent. So I won't comment much on that. But I think we should be comfortable progressing to the last 4. And from there on, it's anybody's game.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've beaten these sides in the previous edition. And also, does Virat Kohli's form concern you? Because in England he averages only 39, while his career averages about 53 and a half. His strike rate goes down a little, and his conversion of centuries goes down a little. So do you think his form, the current form against Australia in the Test series and also in the IPL, would you think that will be a major backdrop for us?
I don't think so. To start off with, 39 is not really a bad average. I think that's more than many of the bigger cricketers. But I think Virat Kohli is someone who always likes to bounce back. I think he's not done so well in England, like you mentioned. Even in the Test series in England, he's struggled.
Yeah.
I think that's one thing where he looked to set the record straight. I think, and he's leading the team in the World Tournament for the first time. I'm sure he'll be keen to impress. And I don't think his form is really much of a concern. He's one of the best players, if not the best in the world. And I don't think his form is really much of a concern to us.
Yeah, and also the two players to watch out for if you had to pick any two.
Virat Kohli, of course.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's due for a big tournament.
Yeah.
And I think one of the game changers in our team is Hardik Pandya. He can bat, he can bowl, he can field.
Yeah.
And players like this is what makes a difference in a tournament. You saw Ben Stokes in the IPL; he was the most valuable player. He's a similar kind of player, Hardik Pandya. Probably not at the same level, but I'm sure he needs one tournament to elevate himself. So I think Hardik Pandya would be my pick.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've got our 11 sorted. We've selected the 11 that might play for Team India in the Champions Trophy. Thank you guys for watching the video. We'll be uploading quite a lot more videos in the upcoming days. Keep watching and keep liking. Thank you. Bye.